reason I'm laughing is, you know, Hale just asked me a question. Hey, how do you get your crankbaits to run at the maximum depth and run true? And he said, and I don't want any generic answers. Okay, so I couldn't help but to laugh. Like lighter line. Lighter line does make a difference, though, Hale, as you well know. So there's a couple of different things that I do to make my crankbaits run at their maximum depth. Now I'm going to talk specifically about the Strike King 6XD. Because I really like this bait for right now, you know, this time of year when the fish get into that 20, 22, 24 foot range. How do you get it down? It don't just run, all of them don't just run that deep out of the box. Now I'm sure that all of you have heard about long lining, how Jeremy Starks just won over at Douglas here not too long ago, about strolling. Kelly Jordan is a master of that down on Lake Fork in Texas. And so all of those work. Anytime that you increase that casting distance or the distance where your bait lands between you and the fish, the bait is going to run at its maximum depth. You can do all of that in the world, and it's not going to help you if that bait isn't tuned right and loaded correctly. And tuned right, I know a lot of you have heard about tuned right. Okay, what does that mean? It means if that bait even slightly runs to one side or the other, or it rolls when it's in the water, it cannot possibly reach its maximum depth. Now, how do you tune it? Okay, most everybody knows that if a bait's running to the left, you bend the little eyelet to the right. I'm not talking about the split ring, I'm talking about where the split ring connects. Now here's what I'm going to show you that is best of all. This 6XD does not have the oval split ring on it. It just has the eye. That is the absolute best way to get a bait to tune, is to take that oval or the split ring off and tie a king sling loop knot on it so that the bait can go back to the line at the same time. Every single time it goes back to the same position, so that when you do get that tune just right and that bait is running straight and it's digging straight down and it comes back at you, not doing loops to one side or the other, but just digs and is in an absolute straight line with your rod where you're cranking, that is when you have your bait tuned perfectly. When you tie the loop knot, nothing can throw that off one way or another. Now, whenever you make your 70-yard cast like Kevin Van Dam does, or you stroll or you troll or whatever it is you do, that bait will hit that 22 to 25 foot depth range.